I'm not sure what vlog day it is, but I keep forgetting to start the vlog. So here's vlog day, one of those. Another vlog in Pattaya Beach, Thailand, starting my day with breakfast at the hotel. I loved this hotel, not as much as the spaceship hotel, but this hotel included breakfast. I'm gonna do a separate video on the hotel because there is gonna be kind of a lot to see, not as much as the spaceship hotel. But this one had breakfast, and the breakfast was like continental. There was Asian, Italian, tacos, French pastries, a lot of things. So you're not gonna be hungry at this hotel. So it's a really nice treat that breakfast is included because I was always having a hard time finding breakfast in Pattaya Beach. Today is gonna be a long vlog because I'm going to the island and at night going to the walking street. There's a specific name for it, but the walking street, the red zone with all the parties and everything. So to get to the island, you have to go to the pier, which is at the very end of Pattaya Beach, where the walking street is. This picture on the circle, I'm showing where the pier is, and there's 3 lines, 2 that goes to the island. That little one, I'm not sure what that is. Maybe it's a private island, but you're looking for the 2 on the top. So the island has 2 boat stops. You can even take a private the speedboat, which is going to be a little bit faster. Speedboat is about 30 minutes. The regular shuttle, which is what I'm getting on, is about 45 minutes. And this is the beaches you want to visit. All the other ones are not as great, but I did my reviews. I read what other people said. The yellow one, the yellow circled, is where we're arriving. So the pier stop. The further you go from the pier, the less people you're gonna find on the beach. As we're arriving here, oh, it's so beautiful. You have to come to the island when you come to Pattaya Beach. It's pretty much the only place you can swim. The first time when you get off, you're gonna see this beach. It's the closest, but there was a lot of people on there. It's so beautiful, but all the other beaches look pretty much exactly the same, and all the beaches have a few places where you can eat, but I suggest you bring your own food and snacks and drinks. Buying beer is a lot more safer than buying cocktails because when you buy beer, you know exactly what's in it. It's known that when you order a cocktail, they replace the top shelf brands with cheaper liquor to save money. But look how beautiful this is. And the ocean, the water was so warm. It was literally paradise. Not as beautiful as Sauna Island in Dominican Republic, but very close. So this is something you have to try when you're in Pattaya Beach. So the first row was 100 baht and the second row was 50, but you have to bargain, and we asked for 150 for 2 on the front. So I got 2 on the front for 150 and saved 50 baht, which is like almost $2. It's a beer. Walking to the second boat shuttle stop. This one has more like clothing stores. There's a 7-Eleven too, and there's toilets. The toilets you have to pay for, and I suggest you always have some napkins with you because a few times, well, actually most of the times, they did not have toilet paper. So it's a good thing I always had something on me. So this is the second boat shuttle station. The big pack. So this is two flavored, lobster, and I think it's supposed to be like chili, limey. It's not spicy, but this was interesting flavor. There's also truffle, but we have truffle at home, and there's a lot of seafood kinds like crab, but often those are way too sweet, so I just went with this one. Down with the island, got a little tan. So it's a 40-minute back to land. Yeah. So tired. Back in Pattaya. So from the beach, the last boat leaves to return here at 5 p.m. So if you do go to the island, go early in the morning so you can spend pretty much all the daytime there. Do you see that big HIV testing advertisement? Yeah, boys town. This was not as popular as the girls town, but I also saw a lot of Middle Eastern food places, kebabs and other things, which was kind of weird. But the wires, when you think Thailand, wires is the first thing you think about. I mean, the population here is massive, not as massive as India, but yeah, I personally love the wires. It's very interesting, I think, because I did not grow up with it, but I think it's kind of it gives charm to the city. Like when you think Thailand, you think about wires instantly. This is so good. I've only seen this here in Thailand. That are strong. 12%. I would suggest to share this with someone. Don't drink it all at once. It tastes like strawberry yogurt. I love it. The walking street, the famous Pattaya walking street. So I'm not gonna put the whole video I made here in this vlog. I'm gonna do a separate video just on this because it is kind of a long footage, and I'm sorry about the wobbly. I was limping. Look, a pig. Poor pig. I was limping a lot actually, but I'm gonna show you like some parts, and yeah, I was kind of like trying to hide a little bit. It's not illegal to video here, but in Amsterdam on the walking street, the red street, you're not supposed to be taking videos, and the workers can grab your camera and just throw it away. Look at what she's about to do. That's sugar. A whole big spoon of sugar into her soup. So this is why I've been complaining that everything that should taste salty, it tastes sweet. It's weird for me because I was not grown up with that like sweet tasting salty food. So that's why I was having a hard time finding food here. But everything looks so pleasant to the eye, and almost everything is made freshly. There's so much fresh vegetables and fruits, and everything just looks so like you want it. Yeah, this soup, the fishball soup, is also looks so amazing. But again, it was sweet. But I found a restaurant on this little alley, and they had one of the best tom yums ever. Let's eat at this restaurant. I'm not really sure what it is, but let's try it. There's beer, so should be good. I just turned a corner from the walking street, and then I wanted to sit down. All the street food is like standing, but I had to sit down. These are the prices.
Cheap.
Cost, yeah.
Cheap.
Right now, $1 is 34 bucks. So it's almost the weekend, so they're lowering it. So these are the prices. Feel free to pause to take a closer look, but I think it's still very, very affordable and cheap. Outside said the tom yum is 100. I really want to. Oh, tom yum. Tom yum shrimp squid. Clear soup. Clear soup. Yeah. These are the prices. Let me see where the drinks. Coconut smoothie 50. Watermelon smoothie 50. Teas. Where's the beer? The beer. Chung beer. 98. Beer is more expensive than food. Beer is more expensive than food. Starting with beer. It's so refreshing in this heat. Here's my tom yum, and it was delicious. Not sweet at all. Lots of shrimp, some mushrooms, and the main flavor of this soup is lemongrass. It's delicious. This is the best soup so far. It's not as sour as the previous one.
Sour, yes, not as sour, yeah.
Full of flavor. Very creamy. There's a ton of mushroom. There is mushrooms, but there's a ton of shrimps. I'm counting about 8. Also some tomatoes. Ton of shrimp. You see all that shrimp? Shrimp. I'm gonna order a bowl of rice because I feel like it's empty for me. There's no noodles, so I'm gonna get some rice. My rice. Put it in there. It's just so much better. I don't know. I love it. Yum.
Tom yum.
Yum. How much more it is. I feel like it's so much more filler. So good. As for rice, the food at that restaurant was absolutely amazing. I think it's probably the best I had in Thailand. Have I said that before? I don't think so. So yeah, filming here, I was kind of trying to be respectful and not to like, oh wow, look at those. They are, adult workers. This is a Thursday night, so it's not that busy. And most of the people here, you see, are men. I mean, that makes sense. Makes sense. It's cheap here. Yeah, I loved it. It was a great experience. Um, Walking back to the hotel, there was so many shops, souvenirs. Uh, this is so cute. So the little things you see in the front, or sometimes they are wrapped in white foamy paper, those are soaps. You can smell them from like 10 feet away. The soaps are a must have. I did a video about the things I bought in Thailand, and I bought a few of those soaps, especially the white flower. I love that. I just put that on my bathroom. And that was a keychain, a male private part keychain, which is very popular here. So yeah, lots of shoppings to do. I try to keep my home not so cluttered with shopping items. Otherwise, I will be probably a hoarder. I think Thailand is not so much of a fashion shopping, but more like little souvenirs and little decoration stuff. Boys Town, and this is the Tiffany's show from outside. I have to be quick here because once they see you with the camera, they will start running towards you, and you have to pay them for taking pictures of them or with them. But overall, I felt very safe walking here, even at night. Asians just have this different respect for women. I noticed that men, oh, actually, locals, they do not like look into my eyes. I even, a few days, I think, few days after that, like a day or 2 days after going back to Bangkok, and I walked late at night, no problems at all. So this was it for this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. That island, Kolan Island, is one of the greatest experience I had here in Thailand. Good night.